This segment is sponsored by United Leaders and Associates.
And now we move back to a company you've heard us talk about many times before. It's United Leaders and Associates. But this time, we're taking a different approach. Today, you're going to hear from a pair of their clients. We'll hear their story and how a particular agent affected their lives for the better.
I really enjoyed because it was something that I needed. And at the time, I didn't have life insurance, but now I enjoy the policy, I enjoy him. He's a lot of fun, and I thank Sheila for it because this is something that I needed, and I'm happy to have it.
I found out through my brother. He said, "Hey sis, I never really heard you talk about life insurance. Do you have any coverage?" And at that time, I did not. So he had explained to me about a gentleman by the name of Mr. Kent Spann. He said, "What do you think about meeting Mr. Kent Spann?" I said, "That's awesome. If we can get that going, let's do it." And he actually had asked me, "Mr. Spann, where would you like me to meet you? I can come to you." And I thought, well, that's interesting. I like that. So he actually came to my place of employment. He had introduced various policies to me, but what I was most intrigued with Mr. Spann about, the detail that he put into it, the knowledge achieved that he explained to me, the patience, and also the compassion that he seemed like he had with that. I was totally impressed.
And like I say, Mr. Spann, he knows his job, and he has a good attitude about it. And he's the type of person, when you talk to him, it's like, it's non-resistible. You have to go ahead and go along with him on the policy because he's a very professional salesman.
He did not rush me along at all, which some people do that when you're with certain entities. They're constantly looking at their watch, they're on time restraint. He didn't exhibit any of that. So he made my buying insurance very pleasurable, peaceful, very cohesive. He answered any questions I might have had, and most importantly, what I liked is that it was affordable, very affordable. And he was geared toward making it affordable for me. Whereas you dealt with some companies, they're going to the highest, to this, something out of the parameters of what you can afford. He didn't do that. He said, let's talk about what you can do.
I really enjoyed him because he was professional about how he presented, you know, the policy and everything.
What I'm most impressed with about Mr. Spann, unlike any other that I've dealt with before in the past, he follows up with his clients. That's something that is a rarity, I think, and it's a must.
Like Sheila say, he comes back to you with a phone call and sit things up and ask you, is everything okay, and do you enjoy, you know, this policy?
And when I had queries, even after the meeting was concerned, he followed up. He called me back. He said, hey, if you want me to meet you at a designated place, we can discuss the particulars of your inquiries. We'll do it. And he made it happen. I'm very pleased as a client.
I have talked to my sister and them about it. I talk to my friends and, you know, say things to them about, you know, the policy.
I myself have spoken to people who may not be educated in that arena as far as life insurance, the importance of it, starting to obtain it now. Because we're living in a microwave age. Everybody, you know, they're living in the moment. But you need to think about it now.